Cops find body trapped inside suitcase for 12 hours.
Stupid.
This shit doesn't sound crazy at all.
I can't breathe, babe.
Yeah, that's when you shook me.
Let me get this straight. So this bitch is doing this shit out of retaliation because bro used to choke you. Don't get it twisted. It's wrong for you to like choke a female and do whatever the fuck you did. So maybe he did deserve it and we gotta watch it. But like from an outside looking in perspective, this is crazy.
They were playing a simple game of hide and seek, but just hours later, the game turns into tragedy.
We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep.
Last night, you as a grown woman, you called the cops to say me and my husband were playing hide and seek last night in our house. I haven't found him, and I eventually found him in a suitcase. Pretty sure that nigga would have been screaming. And from what we seen, from the video that we clearly just seen, you knew that he was in the suitcase, and you didn't let him out because he was choking you, and you thought that was a good way of like getting your get back. It's just that simple. And then you didn't think that he was gonna die. You just wanted him to be there for an extended period of time. And then he ended up dying. So it's like, you gotta make up some shit up your at. You gotta make up some shit from out your ass now to cover up your lie.
Be careful. Please. Please hurry.
Right, okay.
Wait, you're telling bro to breathe after 12 hours? Keep in mind, he probably died like 8 hours ago or some shit.
Horrible. This is horrific. Came downstairs. And I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. That's when I found him and I took it out.
He's in the suitcase still. My nigga, how the fuck do you think he's supposed to get out if he's telling you like, yo, I can't get out? You went to sleep knowing that your husband still ain't touched bed yet, knowing that he still ain't fucking like get into bed and say, oh, you a bitch for like not letting me out. To be honest, I would have been tight as fuck, but that's just me. Then again, like, yo, bro, this shit's not making any type of sense. How the fuck are you just gonna leave your husband in the suitcase for over 12 hours and then you knew, and when you woke up you act surprised that he's dead? Why didn't he come to the bed? Why didn't you open the fucking shit to help him?
I miss him a lot and I didn't even
No, you
see him
don't.
last night.
I didn't even sleep. I'm gonna stop pausing this shit, but she getting me tight.
I miss him a lot.
Was it just a tragic accident or something far more sinister? To find the truth, we have to rewind back to where it all began. On February 24th, 2020, it's a calm morning in Winter Park, Florida, until the silence is pierced by a desperate 911 call and the horror begins to unfold.
This is what makes Family Connect so different from other home visiting programs, specifically.
Fire risk. What's the location, Mercy?
Hillwood Park
Go
Apartment.
get a water.
Correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. And
Okay.
See, look, that's what the fuck I was about to bring up too. I forgot to mention. How the fuck did that motherfucker get in that suitcase? Cause this bitch's story or alibi is that they were playing hide and seek and bro got into a suitcase and I forgot about him and then he ended up dying, right? How the fuck he get in the suitcase to the point where he can't open it himself? You feel me? This is not making any sense. How the fuck can you put yourself in there, close it perfectly, but can't open it? It's not making any sense.
like kind of.
1 + 1 is making 3 right now.
I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast. Go under twice per second. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3,
Police units finally arrived at the scene.
Open! Come in! When was the last time anybody saw him? Last night. We were playing hide and seek. He hit a nerve.
Another thing. This is how you know her lies ain't lying for real. How the fuck y'all playing hide and seek and you hit him? You feel me? Yo, y'all are playing. Make this shit make sense. You guys are playing hide and seek, right? That means one of y'all two has to find the other person. So what sense does it make if you're putting the other person in the fucking hiding spot? What the fuck are you gonna go do? Go to the next room, count to 10, and pretend like you ain't just put the motherfucker in the spot? It doesn't make sense. She just said hide and seek because in her mind, she thought that that made some type of fucking sense. She thinks that that made some type of fucking sense. And she's hoping that the judge believes that. I don't even believe that.
What's your take? Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, he's been down too long. There's nothing we can report.
What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I, we drank last night and had a
Can you pass this to the around to the FBI guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
FBI?
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like,
I don't believe a shit she says. I really don't. If you ever watched The Last Man on Earth, which I recommend you do watch, that's low-key an interesting show. This looks like the nigga's wife. This looks like Phil's wife.
we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I
Huh?
former husband.
How did he live here with
Case, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former.
You called your ex-husband to a scene of your deceased boyfriend? Why do I have a feeling like he has something to do with it too?
Former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So
Who'd you call first? The cops or your ex-husband?
I tried getting his the problem
That's
is,
also important too.
I fell asleep
When did you do CPR?
this morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes,
1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of bed.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the next day. I mean, no shit. Cause what place on earth 1 o'clock in the morning is gonna be daytime? But still, like, what the fuck?
Like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. That's when I found him and I took him out and tried doing CPR and then I called him and then I called you guys.
So you were playing and you whipped him up and
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep. Thought it would be suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions did you have?
And then
However you book your hotel, first check Kayak to see what lots of people say about where you're planning to stay. Then do what people do. Recheck sites Kayak already checked.
I know him.
You know, you want to know what medical condition he had at that point in time? Strangulation, loss of air, no oxygen. Can you be diagnosed with that? Because that's what the fuck he had.
For a
Because of
moment,
you,
it
bitch.
almost seems like a tragic accident, a night of drinking gone horribly wrong. But the bizarre detail of how her boyfriend, Jorge, was found cannot be ignored. A grown man, somehow zipped inside a suitcase. Soon, detectives arrived,
Shit
and
made no
the
sense.
investigation began. As they surveyed the scene, something felt off. Jorge's body had signs of injury, a cut on his lip, bruising around his eye, and scratch marks on his back. Sensing
The
more
fuck?
to the story, investigators seized Sarah Boone's iPhone for routine evidence processing.
Mm-mm.
Inside, they found 2 video
They're
files,
cooked.
both recorded the night Jorge died, and both deeply disturbing.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
She's laughing, bro.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do any choking.
That's crazy. She's fucking laughing while you're suffocating. And I feel like I do kind of feel like he deserved it in a way, because why is she saying like, nigga, you choked me before. This is how it felt. Why would she be saying that shit? I don't know.
That's on you. It's on you. Real ransom. Might want to get bail for it extra. Cause I got this.
I'm not gonna lie though. She is intoxicated as fuck. You could hear the slur in her fucking voice. So whatever she did do right here, it most likely was influenced by alcohol. As much as I'm a hating ass nigga and I just think everybody in the world is fucked up, I honestly think that the alcohol has something to do with this shit, because she's slurring her voice. She's laughing at a nigga that's saying that he can't even fucking breathe. And you have the label as your boyfriend. So it's like, I don't know, bro. This is confusing, because you have the strength to break up with one nigga, husband at that, ex-husband, but you can't break up with a boyfriend? Something that's less commitment? Instead of killing him?
Real ransom. Oh. That's what I feel like when you drink on me. Cute. Yeah.
Last time I'm gonna pause it, because I think I'm pausing it too much. How you as a man, you as a grown man, willingly let a woman put you in a suitcase and close it to the point where you can't get out?
You should probably shut the fuck up.
The recording then cut off abruptly. The second video, recorded 11 minutes later, shows the suitcase in a slightly different spot on the floor.
Damn, it looked like bro was trying to move around this shit.
These 2 videos captured the true horror of what happened that night. It was no accident or prank. It was a slow, cruel death. Jorge Torres had literally begged for his life, and Sarah Boone had just filmed it.
She's a
That
fucking
afternoon,
hoe.
Sarah Boone was brought to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. She was led into a small interrogation room, plain walls, a single table, and a camera quietly recording from the corner. Detective Chelsea Connolly and her partner took their seats across from her. The questioning was about to begin.
So, this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So, so he's got scratch marks to his back. He also had, like on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on like his head and skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
Considered
have not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
How would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know.
She's either gonna plead insanity. It could go three ways. She's gonna plead insanity. She's gonna plead that she was drunk and she doesn't remember anything. Or when they tell her that they got all this evidence against her, she's just gonna crack and say that she was defending herself against them because, like she said in the video, you're an abusive cheater. It could go one of those three ways. Literally.
I have not touched him. I have no idea. We had a good day.
Uh-huh.
It was a good day.
me and this bitch said it at the same time.
What's your definition of good?
I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me.
Why would you need to say that if y'all had a good fucking day? I'm already starting to spot inconsistencies in your story. If you had a good day, the last thing on your mind, especially if he's dead, is everything bad. In my opinion.
So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
And I feel like I can help him. Like, I feel like I could help
Well,
him.
you can't help him anymore. He's dead.
He came a really long way. I missed him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night.
He's dead.
I missed him a lot.
Finally, Detective Connolly leaned forward and spoke in a low, serious tone. She told Sarah they had found something on her phone.
Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found. And it was from your phone.
Oh my god, they're gonna show her the videos in 4K.
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
The cop is folding her legs because she knows she has the perfect evidence filmed from the person that is the suspect. So it's like she's over here folding her legs like, let me see my job do its own work. Let me see my job work itself. I didn't even need to do shit for this. What I say? She's either gonna plead one of the three. That was one of the three. That was one of the three.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
Bitch, please.
I don't know how much I can take.
You sound more annoyed. Yo, you sound more annoyed than fucking disgusted, scared, afraid, or anything. If you ain't want to see that video about your fucking boyfriend in the suitcase and you ain't really do that shit, you wouldn't be fucking annoyed. Like, she's like, I don't want to see that. I don't know how much I could take.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone. And you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
She's trying to look at it to recap.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh yeah, bitch, you're cooked. You gave him all the proof right there within 2 minutes. Your court hearing should be 2 minutes. Well, you're gonna have to. You gotta explain yourself.
Fell silent. Sarah's eyes widened in horror. She had filmed the whole thing. This was no playful drunken game. It looked like cruelty.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase. He had 2 fingers hanging out. And you
I
went to
flipped him
bed.
over.
You left 2 fingers hanging out. If you would have left 2 fingers hanging out of that fucking suitcase, I promise you that zipper would have opened like butter. That shit would have said, ooh. As soon as you would have went like this, stop lying.
I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So
Damn, I ain't even think of it that way.
Right now.
I ain't even think of it that way. This detective is good, bro. She said game. The suitcase is upside down in this 2-minute video. So, for him to have been able to go in the suitcase had to be forward. This shows signs of abuse because you were moving that fucking shit around left and right. You were throwing him around while he was in the suitcase. This is what this is showing because there's no way he was able to get into that suitcase like this. I see why you're a detective, miss. I see why you're folding your legs. You already know what the fuck you're gonna say right before you say it.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in it.
And since we're now peeping shit, since we are now looking at shit, right? And we're analyzing, let me do you one better. Let me do you one better. Where we at? 12 minutes? Alright, right? 12 minutes, right? Motherfucker, the slides was over here. Yo, gang. The slides were over here. She done smacked this nigga with the slides while he was in the suitcase. Look, the slides is over here, bottom left, right? Then we go to 12 seconds. Why the fuck is there one slipper right here? You fucking hoe. You fucking bitch. You thought. You waste of fucking sperm.
Now he's obviously still in
Fuck.
there. So he didn't. How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
You threw a
Well,
fucking
that's
slide
what-
at him.
Yeah.
But
By
not
the
in
way,
Tacoma.
your floors is
No,
dirty
you
as
told me
hell,
you went
bro.
upstairs
Respectfully, them
because
shit's dirty as hell.
You were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
It's and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you.
Bitch, it was just you and him in that room. I want you to tell me your perspective.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a.
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell my
like he
partner-
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
Okay.
my intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers, and
He'll
it
be up
looks
here any
like,
minute.
and then 30 minutes later he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
He's not
he's
able to get
joking?
out.
You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video there's no
When he first got in
laughing.
there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you
No.
recording this?
No. No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
and
I
you're
didn't.
the only one laughing.
But I didn't.
Is
think
this
that he
detective sending a whole text while they're interrogating a woman about a possible murder?
was like
Yo.
like I didn't.
So pushing up on a suitcase saying Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like, I
Well,
don't.
he's never been locked in a suitcase that
No.
where you couldn't get out. So
It's kind of. I thought it was
And
the
you know
boy
the oxygen
crying
thing.
wolf, crying wolf, kind of thing.
okay.
And again, my
But
plan.
but nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking? He is begging, and you're the only one laughing,
Okay.
and you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No.
What do you think is gonna happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase,
your plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it,
After you locked him in a suitcase?
Fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him. Maybe I shouldn't.
No.
But that didn't cross your mind because
That's
it didn't happen.
that's like an assumption. Like that's what you all are thinking. Just.
We're asking.
It's the
You
whole.
tell us.
Nigga, you're the one telling them that.
It's the drinking.
So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean.
Don't.
Are you punishing him?
No. Just.
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you get. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me. Like it's all backfired on me, and I understand the severity of this.
You did.
It's awful. I know.
Okay.
It's awful. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious. I would do anything for him.
She's just trying to say this now because
Not a matter of suitcase.
she's already caught up. There's not much she could do.
Okay.
All right. Do me a favor. Stand up.
Put your hands behind your back.
Just turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Do you have
Type
anything in your
shit.
pockets that I should know about? Okay.
Yeah, lock her up,
Why
bro.
is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand.
You're still gonna get locked up for it, though.
Those holding cells, the holding cells, am I gonna be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the Big Bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the Big Bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as like he's saying, if you don't
If you
act
go
up.
in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the Big Bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the Big Bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, 'cause the last time I had a major panic attack on those little things.
Hey, change the cuffs. Hold it in. Stand up. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't say nothing. My bad.
After her arrest, Sarah Boone was taken into custody. As investigators began digging into the case, they uncovered a troubling history between Sarah and Jorge. Their relationship was marred by repeated episodes of violence, each more intense than the last. During her trial, the prosecution played a shocking video captured on the defendant's phone, showing her yelling at her boyfriend.
You're despicable.
How am I despicable? I'm not even doing anything.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Get away from me. You do everything to me all the time. All the time. Heartache and pain is what you cause me. Heartache and pain.
Yo, brother, why would you take this from this woman? Respectfully. Like, she's not even a 5.
Keep going.
I think they're both under the influence of, like, a lot of drugs, so that's why.
You get on your fucking low light and go to fucking work tomorrow. Don't look at me. Don't come close to me. Don't touch me. Do you understand?
What do you mean?
As of this moment, and until I can get you out,
What's going on?
Like, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I will scream bloody murder. Get away from me.
Nobody's doing anything.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you.
Nobody's doing anything. And you're filming it.
Let me go.
Nobody's doing anything.
I'm asking you, George, to get away from me. Please get away from me. Get away from me.
Yeah, I am. That was your function, dude. Malfunction. No, your malfunction is you, dude.
Okay, whatever you say.
They're both under the influence. They're both cooked. They both shouldn't have been together. It's sad. That's all I can say.